model class objects. Come on. Right. Yeah, now time has come to how to pass XML data along with the request. Same, at the rate request body is there. What is there? At the rate request body is there. But if you want to send XML data along with the request, so we need to have JSON data format XML. That's the one jar file you have to add. Another one is you have to take body type as request body content type as request body content type as not request body content type as request body content type as not that application slash XML. For JSON, application slash JSON. Here you have to take application slash XML. Are you getting my point there, guys? See, first we concentrated on at the rate response body related, sending text response to consumer, sending what? Model class object converting to JSON, model class object, list of model class objects to JSON. We discussed that, right? Later, we discussed about what? Sending XML model class object to XML, list of model class objects to XML, right? Okay. Then request body annotation related, converting JSON to model class object, JSON to list of model class objects we discussed it, right? Similarly, now we have to worry about what? Converting request body of type XML to whom? Model class object by using request body and mm, list of XML documents model class object into list of model class objects. We have to see that part now, my dear. Okay, close all editors. Yeah, what 2.x practical class not happened. Okay, yeah, silly reason, but I will tell because I don't hide anything. Yeah, Saturday night actually I forgot the laptop here. I realized that I don't have a laptop at night 12 o'clock. Okay. So morning class not happened. I informed them to keep the message. I think they kept the message lately, it seems. 7:30 they kept it. Fine. Okay, don't worry. This Saturday, Sunday session is possible. This Saturday, Sunday, first session I will complete OAuth 2.x. Later I will take up Redis cache. Redis cache needs 2 sessions only. Okay, we'll complete Redis cache and OAuth 2.x. That will be good. Fine. Yeah. Where is this, guys? Sending. Oh, we already completed sending response. JSON as a request body. JSON as a request body. So same application, we have to worry about what? XML as request body now, my dear. XML as request body. Copy this, paste it, process 6. What is there? Process 6, XML as request body. XML as request body. Everyone getting my point there or not there, guys? Super, guys. XML as request body. Right click, guys. Tell me here what is there? Properties. Okay. Web project settings, guys. Web project settings, guys. Web project settings, guys. web project settings. Right click, properties. Yeah, 06. What is there? 06. XML as, what is there? XML as request body. Apply, OK, apply and close. Apply, OK, apply and close. Yeah. What is this jar we have to add? JSON data format XML. Whenever XML is there, I have to add this jar file, guys. No doubt in that. Here is my pom.xml boss. Here, what is the jar I have to add? JSON data format XML. Okay, let me open this, my dear. What is there? mvnrepository.com. JSON data format XML. Yeah, there also JSON is there, but look at XML word only in that. Let me highlight XML word only in that. Okay. 2.1.19.1. Copy this. This is my pom.xml. Save, paste. JSON data format XML. Okay, that's good. Yeah, whenever you modify pom.xml, you will get some error. In this place, HTTP. Okay, that's good. Java resources. XML as request body. This is my pom.xml, guys. This is my pom.xml. Okay. Here is my pom.xml. src main java. com.nt.this. Here is my model. Here is my what? REST. Customer operations REST controller. What controller? Customer operations REST controller. Customer operations REST controller. Close all editors, guys. Fine, no change in the code, guys. But you have to understand what is there in the URL. Customer API register company, register customer, register all companies. Okay. Register all customer. Total 3 things are there. Let's run the application. See, boss. If it is post, we have a body, then we can post, keep the XML content, JSON content. What about get mode request, sir? Some handler method take get mode request also, na? For some endpoints, they get mode request. They cannot have body. That's why you have to send along with the request as parameter values are not. Query string request parameter values are not there. We need to send them along with the request as what? Query string request parameter values. Understanding my statement, boss? Okay, we have to follow that. Okay, let it be right click. Tell me. Run on server, guys. Say next, boss. Remove all. Say finish. Say okay. Yeah. Let me open. Let me open this, guys. Copy this. Tell me. Where is that? postman, here is what? Hello. Collections. What is there? Collections. Here is my plus symbol. Bank collection. What is there, guys? 515. What's the project number? 515. Boot pros 06. 515 boot pros 06. Let it be, guys. Where is this project, my dear? Yes, here is my add request. What is there? A request one. Add request one. Tell me here, where is this? Here is my what? Post. What is there, guys? Post. Post or getter, guys. Post. This is the URL. Say paste. What is there? Customer API slash, what is there? Register slash register. Customer API slash register company. Customer API slash register company. Body. What is there? Raw. Where is there, guys? XML. Application slash XML. Okay. So here we need XML output, guys. Okay, na? I think already we have some projects dealing with boot rest pros. 1 minute. Boot rest pros 06. XML as a request content. Some meaningful names I am trying to. Okay. There are some projects now, boss. I think pros 04. Yes, simple model, complex model. Simple model. That's good, but output is not there. So if the output is there, I would have copy pasted, right? Instead of me developing everything manually. Okay, fine. First one I will develop manually, guys. At least you will get a confidence. Second one I prefer going for copy paste. Yeah, request one here. XML as request content. Tell me, guys. Simple company. Otherwise company. Request one company, guys. Request one company. Okay, tell me. Here I will take super tag as what? Company opening and closing. Company opening and what? Closing. Yeah, inside that what is there, guys? Inside that what is there? This is my company.java. CID name, location, size, pin code. CID, what is there? CID 1001. What is there? Name, HCL. What is next one? Location. Location. What is there? Hyderabad. What is there? Size 100. Size what? 100. What? One more thing is there. Pin code. Oh, okay. Pin code. What is there? 5,20,000. What is there? Pin code. 5,20,000 pin code, guys. Click on send button, guys. Converted or not converted? This is converted into object data or not there? Let's see, we are printing that register company, we are printing that one or not there. So that means we can convert XML data into this or not there. But I don't have patience to type XML content every time like this. So already one project is there, Proj 4 is there. Okay, it is sending XML output. Can I copy paste that one as request body? So for that one, first of all, what should I do? Okay, stop this guys. I stopped this. Go to Proj 4, right? You run this, get all outputs ready. So that same outputs I can put as what? Inputs. Are only to simplify our learning process. Okay. Run as what guys? Run on server guys. This one. Say next. Remove all. Say finish. Save okay. Say finish. Save okay. Okay. Yeah. This is good guys. So now let's run the application, Proj 4 application. Request one simple model. Request one simple model. Array, other day we forgot to add jar file. Other day wanted we removed jar it seems. If jar is removed, what happens? One query is raised na boss. For that sake, I think I have removed the jar, right? Yeah. Save this guys. What is that? Save this guys. This is my pom.xml. If you remove this, yes, that's good. Java resources. Right click, run on server. Save finish. Yeah. REST API sending XML response, guys. Yeah. Customer API slash company. Click on this. Okay. Company XML output has come. Complex model. Send. Complex customer output is coming, right? Complex customer output is coming there. Okay, that's good. List of models. Send. Yes, we are getting multiple outputs here, right? Okay, that's good. So now we are ready with these outputs, boss. Okay, go to each one. Okay, first you collect this complex model, you collect. Complex model, I copied this, guys. Yeah, here is what, my dear? XML as request content. A request to one company. That's good. Right click, add request. Right click, add request. Post boss. Say paste. Oh, mistake is here. Okay, first let me put body raw. Where is this? XML. Say paste. Pasted now, my dear. Come on, everyone. That's good. Copy this as usually. But did I run this project? Which project is in running, guys? Fourth project is running or fifth project is running? Fourth project is running. Okay, stop the fourth project. I have to make sure that sixth project is in running mode or not there. Array, why I'm running fourth project means to get the output and to use that output as input in sixth project. Fourth project output I am trying to use as what? Input in sixth project so that I need not to type that XML dirty content. I hope you are understanding my basic intention here. Yeah. 06 XML as what? Request body content. XML as what? Request body. Yeah. Super. Copy these guys. Here is my what? Paste. Yeah. Tell me here. What is that? Register underscore customer. What underscore customer, guys? Register underscore customer. Complex data I'm trying to register are not there. Body raw XML. That's good. Body raw XML. Okay. Conversion is done or not done? 404 request URL. Customer API / register customer. Customer API / register customer. Conversion is done or not done? Let me check. Yeah. Complex content is converted or not there? Complex content is converted or not there? What is there? A request to what is there? Custom. That's good. Right click, guys. Tell me. Add request. Right click, guys. Add request. Request 3. What is there? List of companies. List of companies. What is the method we got? Register all companies is there. Yeah. Register. What is there? All companies. That's good. Body, guys. Raw, my dear. JSON. Body, guys. Raw, my dear. JSON. This is taken, guys. Register all companies. Okay. Let me save the outputs, guys. Let me save the things. Until you say it will show get. Once you say it will become real method, right? Okay. Now go to the fourth project. In the fourth project, tell me. A list of models. Copy this. Yeah. List of companies, guys. Say paste. List opening and closing. What is there? List opening and what? Closing. Item opening and closing. Next. Item opening and closing. Okay. But this is not, yeah, companies opening and closing. That's good, guys. Okay. Body XML JSON. Post. Yeah, register all companies, right now. Which type? Type JSON, XML. Type XML. You are right. So you have to get list of company objects now. I think total how many companies I have taken? 3 companies. We got the list of 3 company objects here. There are not there. Super. Okay. Now listen. Suppose if I don't mention XML, if I mention JSON, yeah, what happens, guys? It will convert JSON into what? Object. It will convert JSON into object. What's the error? 400 bad request. Why 400 bad request? No. 1 minute. All companies. Okay. What is there? XML. Click on this. It is converted. List is converted. What is converted? List is converted. That's good. But I'm worried about what? When I take JSON, acha, right. When I say JSON, I have to give JSON content, na? By giving XML, you cannot expect JSON. Okay, that's good. Okay, in this whole process, let us assume JSON data format XML is forgotten, right? Let us assume JSON data format XML is what? Forgotten. Okay. Yeah, earlier we got what? 406 error, right? Okay. But towards the request response body, if a jar is missing, 406 error. Towards the request body, if jar is missing, 415 error will come. How much, guys? 415 error will come. Save this one. That's good. Jar is missing, guys. No problem. We'll stop the application. Again, we run the application. Run on server. Say next. Say finish. Run on server. Say next. Say finish. Okay. Tell me here what is the button? Tell me here what is the button? Send button, right? Tell me here what is the button? Send button. 415. Unsupported media type. Towards the response body, if jar is missing, 406. Towards the request body, if jar is missing, what is there? 415. Did you notice that, guys? Okay. Now let me take up all these things as a document. Let me show all this. Okay. When you have a post put this kind of request mode, you can send input along with the request body. But if you take get mode request, there is no request body. Then you have to pass query string, na? That is what our MVC knowledge says. But for get mode request in REST controller, two options are there. One is query string request parameters. Other one is path variables. Path variables are advanced concept compared to request parameter. Okay, na? But path variables will work only in what? RESTful web service, not in MVC. To bind request parameters to method parameter, endpoint method parameter at the rate request param annotation. To bind path variable values to what? Endpoint method parameters. What, guys? Endpoint method parameter. We have to use what? At the rate path variable annotation. What annotation, guys? At the rate path variable annotation. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. Super, guys. File open. What is that, guys? File open. There. What is the story, guys? There. What is the story we have to worry about, guys? 515. Yeah. Simply you need to worry about 515. Yeah, sorry. It's my mistake. 515. Yeah, Spring Boot REST, guys. What is that? Spring Boot REST. Tell me here, what is the story, guys? Spring Boot REST. Session already this one. Now request body. All these are good. JSON, all this stuff good. Customer get this output. Yeah, somewhere that 415 are related question and answer also will be there, guys. This is for JSON content. This is for what? XML kind of content. Okay, that's good. Okay, let it be, guys. Yeah, now listen carefully. Passing request parameters to Spring Boot application. But first of all, you observe, guys, we can pass inputs along with the request from consumer application to what? Producer application in three options, guys. As the content of request body, useful other than get mode and head mode. Or in get mode and head mode, body will be there, na boss. Request will have a body other than get and head. Other than get and body will be there. That time we can pass JSON and XML content to receive and bind into model class object. We can take at the rate request body annotation or not there. Super. As the query string content in request URL. What is there? As the query string content in what? Request URL. At the rate request param. That's good. As the path variable values in request URL. As the path variable values in request URL. For that one, what is there? At the rate path variable annotation. What annotation, guys? Okay. So these are useful in get mode. Get mode. Out of request parameter and path variable, which is recommended, guys. Path variables are recommended to use or not there. Out of request parameter. Okay, guys. Which are recommended to use, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay. Definitely, we have to think about working with what? A request parameter. No second thought in that, right, guys? Okay. For query string based request param, we use at the rate request param annotation. For path variables, we use what? At the rate path variable annotation. Okay. So first of all, the get mode request does not contain body. So the data we want to send in get mode request should always be in the form of what? Query string. Question mark. P1 is equal to val1, P2 is equal to val2, P3 is equal to val3. Param1, val1, param2, val2. The get mode request can carry limited amount of data. What, guys? Max of 2 KB. That too as what? Query string request param. That too as what? Query string request param. Query string having request param names and values are not there. Super. In other mode requests like post, put, delete, etc., the content in request goes to server in the form of request body or not there. The content in the request goes to in the form of request body or not there, guys. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Array, only in get mode, request body is not there. Okay, head option, they don't have request body, but they are not useful in business activity. In business activity, how many modes are useful, guys? Get, post, put, delete, patch. Okay, put is having request body. Okay, post is having request body. Patch is having request body. Next one, delete is having, but we generally don't need, right? Delete one, two values will be used as criteria value. But get is there for select operation. So every time we don't select all records, sometimes we want to pass some condition data, right? But body is allowed or not allowed. So then we have to collect the data in the form of what? Query string or path variables. And path variables and request parameter can also be used in other places. But in other places, we have option of working with the request body. If you don't want to work with request body, there also request param path variables are extra. But in get no option, you have to work with what? Either request parameters or what? Path variable. Path request parameter concept is same as what? MVC. Request parameter concept is what? Same as MVC. Nothing changes. Everything same. Here nothing changes, guys. Okay, but we'll see 1, 2 examples on request param, and we spend more time on what? Path variable. Because industry standard is what? Path variable. Okay, let's go. In other mode request, for Spring REST controller, we can pass data in get mode request in two ways. As request param or query params in query string of request URL. URL key 1 val 1, key 2 val 2, key 3 val 3. Supported by what? Spring MVC and Spring REST. CNO 101 CNAME Raja request parameter. As path variables in request URL, URL directly value 1, value 2, value 3. Value 1, value 2, value 3. Triple X mapping slash path key 1, key 2 dot dot dot. Key 1, key 2 dot dot dot. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay, URL path variable values. What values, guys? Path variable value. Key will be given in request path of business method placed in what? At the rate REST controller. Triple X mapping slash path key 1, key 2, and etc. Okay, guys. Next one. All web technologies frameworks supports what? Request params as the basic concept of web programming are not there. Servlet, JSP, everywhere support. Passing values in request URL as path variable is introduced in what? RESTful programming. So all technologies and frameworks supporting RESTful programming, both Java, non-Java, gives provision to work with what? Path variables concept are not there. But first few minutes or few hours, we work with request parameter. Then we go for what? Path variable. What is the path variable specialty? No separate syntax. URL slash 101 slash Raja slash Hyderabad. Within the path only values are there. They also look like a path only. No separate syntax, no separate identity. Okay, but anyhow, let's start with what? First request parameter, then path variable. No doubt, you are excited for path variable, but first of all, we should start with what? Request parameters on. New guys, tell me here, where is this Spring Starter project? Yeah, boot rest pros, how much? 07. Boot rest pros, how much, guys? 07. Yeah, followed by that, what is the one we have to place? Boot rest pros 07. Tell me here, request params. This is what? Jar. Jar or where anything you can take, request param. Okay, Spring Boot REST is the subject. Say next, guys. What is that? Say next. DevTools, web only. DevTools, web only. I may need Lambda API. Okay. Say next. Say finish. It's not a serious project, na? To have a data JPA, database, and all this stuff. Close all editors, guys. Yeah. Request parameters, guys. Array, what's happening, guys? It is loading, not loading. Okay. Let it be. Don't worry. Here is my Java resources. Okay. Right click guys, new package. New package. com.nt.rest. com.nt.rest. Here is the package. com.nt. What is their model? Right now, model is also not required because query string na. To pass query string, why it is need of model? Not required. That's good. Fine. Class guys. Customer operations. REST controller. Customer operations REST controller. How to tell this is a REST controller, guys? At the rate REST controller. How to give global path, guys? At the rate request mapping / customer API. What API? / customer API. Okay, that's good. Public response entity string process request or process data. Some method, guys. Tell me. At the rate request to param. What param? At the rate request to param. Tell me. At the rate request to param. Yeah, speak out, guys. What is there? At the rate request to param. CNO into NO. First parameter. That's good. Tell me next one. At the rate request to param. CNAME. String name. Name string name. Yeah, tell me here. At the rate get mapping / report something. If you don't like report, you take process. Sir, this is not matching with paintbrush content. Then I am helpless. I cannot mug up and write same thing. Okay. Concept we have to match, not the variable names and class names. System.out.println. Okay, same thing, guys. Request param values. What values? Request param values. NO. What is there? Name. NO name. Return new response entity. Return new response entity. NO name. What is there? HTTP status dot OK. HTTP status dot OK. That's good. Fine. HTTP status dot OK. Okay, we'll go to this place, guys. Application dot properties. That's good. Embedded server. What server? Embedded server port. What is there? Server dot port is equal to 4041. Okay. Next one. Embedded server port number. Next one. What is there? Yeah, context path. What path, guys? Context. Yeah, what is there? Context path. Server dot servlet / what is there? Boot rest pros. How much? 0. Boot rest pros 07. Oh, servlet dot server dot servlet dot context. That's good. Fine. Hey, 4041 is not fixed, guys. I prefer that. That is not a fixed one that I prefer working with that. Okay. Customer operations controller, guys. Okay, application dot properties. Let's run the application, guys. Run on server. Say next. Remove all. Save finish. Save all. Okay. Here is my what, guys? Customer API. What API? Yeah, customer API. Customer API. Come on. Yeah, what is there? Process question mark. CNO is equal to 1001 ampersand. CNAME is equal to Raja. Name matching, guys. Okay. Customer. Right only, na? There spell mistake. Customer. Okay. Yeah. After do changes, changes will be recognized by taking some time. It is reloading the things, guys. Enter key. 101 Raja came na, boss. But we are testing every blank 515. 515 boot rest pros. What is there? 515 boot rest pros. How much? 07. 515 boot rest pros 07. Add request. What is there? Request to one. Add request to one. Tell me here. Get. Add request to one. There we have got what? Get. Yeah. Tell me what is there in that? In this place, we are taking same thing, guys. Say paste. Request to one this. See? If you put here, automatically they are added na request param. Params tab you observe they automatically reflecting here. You can add manually also. It's not like that. Okay. Click on send button. 1001 Raja has come or not there? 1001 Raja. Are same. Whatever we learned in MVC, same. No change at all. Concept is same in both places, right? Okay. But now listen. If request parameter names and endpoint method parameter names are matching, passing them is optional or mandatory? Yeah. Optional. Okay. Copy this boss, paste. Done. Yeah, here is what? Int CNO. What is there? String CNAME. Here also CNO. What is there? C. Here also CNO. What is there? C. That's matching, na? So when matching, passing them is required or not required? Not required. These parameters are required or not required? Not. They are not required to pass. Optional to pass, guys. Let's see. Run on server. This. Say next. Save. Say next. Save finish. Click on what button, guys? Send button. Forget about that. Click on this. Okay, Raja 1. Click on send button. Here is my Raja 1 or not there? Simply here is my Raja 1 or not there, guys? Convinced, my dear? Come on, everyone. Okay. Okay. Yeah. If we give less parameter, you will get error. 400 bad request, right? 400 bad request. If you give more parameters, guys, CNAME is equal to Raja, and what is there? CADD is equal to Hyderabad. Okay, extra no problem, but less problem. But when I give less also, I don't want to get the error. Then we have to go for required is equal to false or default value concept, guys. See, when I pass less, I'm getting error here. Okay. When I pass less, I'm getting error there or not there. Copy these guys. Here I will put the thing like this. Required is equal to false. Here also required is equal to false. Yeah, when any value is not there, is it going to be problematic, guys? Right click, tell me. Run on server, say next, say finish. Right click, run on server, say next, say finish. Everyone understood my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay. Yeah. So this time name is not given. No problem. It is happily taking null value. Okay. Number is not given. Only both are not given. It is taking both null values. Oh, error. How come? Yeah. When not given, empty string will be there. Uh, Converting empty string into wrapper integer, simple integer not possible. Converting null into simple integer not possible. Okay, for that one, what is the solution, guys? Don't take simple integer. Take what? Wrapper integer. Okay. Right click, guys. Run on server, guys. Tomcat 10, guys. Finish. Yeah. This is my request params, guys. Come on. Response entity string CNO CNAME HTTP status dot what? Okay. HTTP status dot okay. After that, what next? Customer API slash process, right? Click on what there, guys? Send button. Null and null is coming this time. Okay, giving them is optional or not there. No, I don't want to give optional. Whenever not given, I want to get the default values. Whenever values are not given, I want to pass what? Default value. Let us focus on how to pass what? Default values. Copy these guys, paste it. Tell me this. What is there, guys? Public response entity is string. Here, if no value is given, I would like to deal with what? Default value 1001. Yeah. Default value Kabir. Default value this. Not required, guys. Default. String CNAME. Request parameter value. CNO scene. Save this one. Right click. Run on server. Say next. Save finish. That means you understood same as sending data as path variable values. What, guys? Sending data as a path variable value. In RESTful application, request parameters are not standard to pass. Path variables are standard to pass in get mode request. Standard is what? This. In RESTful application, don't use request param to send data along with the request in what mode? Get mode. In RESTful application, prefer using what? Path variable to send data along with what? A request mode. In request param to pass uh, to pass ampersand as the content of param value, use percentile 26. If you want to pass ampersand as the data, some ASCII characters we have to use are not there. For example, check it out. Right click, guys. Run on server boss. Say next. Save finish. CNAME is equal to Raja. That's coming. But I want to display Raja and Ravi. This is the actual name. But only Raja is coming now, boss. Okay, if you want to get really Ravi as part of the name, ampersand symbol, what is that? Percentile 26. You should know wildcard characters and we should use now, boss. Okay, you cannot pass equal to and ampersand symbol as part of the, especially equal ampersand symbol, guys. Somehow you can pass equal to also. Okay, here what is this? Raja equal to Ravi. That is taking, equal to taken, but ampersand not taken. If you want to pass, you have to pass special wildcard characters, ASCII character, percentile 26, right? But in path variable, that headache is not there because ampersand is not part of syntax, only slash slash kind of. Are you getting my point there? Super, guys. Path variables are part of the path. They are linked with the keys of the path. They are linked with what? Keys of the path. Come on. And those keys are linked with the endpoint method parameters. There are three levels, guys. You take in the URL, you type path variable value 101 Raja Hyderabad. They are linked with what? Keys of the path. That is called dynamic path content of the request path. Flower bracket, name, flower bracket, address, flower bracket, NO. Like this, we try to match. And these keys we try to match with what? Method parameter. By using what? At the rate path variable. What is that? At the rate path variable. You see one example, then you will get the clarity. After completion of example, I will talk about syntax and other things. I'll talk about it. But URL is clean URL. No separate syntax, no question mark, no equal to, no ampersand. URL will be clean and neat URL, guys. File new. Where is this? Others. Spring Starter project. Boot rest pros 08. Here is what? Path variables. What variables, guys? Path variables. Good. Say next. What is there? Say next. Tell me next one. Lombok, DevTools, web. Say next, say finish. Yeah. Boot rest pros 07. What is there, guys? Path variable. Boot rest pros 07. What is there, guys? Path variables. Okay, that's good. Yeah, fine. Application dot properties first. Embedded server port. Server dot port 4041. Hey, not fixed, guys. Next to what? Context to path. Server dot servlet dot. What is there, guys? Context path slash. What is there? Boot rest pros 0. Boot rest pros 08. That's good. REST controller here. New class. Tell me. Customer operations. Customer operations REST control. Customer operations REST controller. Yeah, tell me. Customer operations. What controller, guys? REST controller dot Java. At the rate REST controller. At the rate request mapping. What is there? Customer API. What API, guys? Slash customer API. That's really cool, guys. Come on. REST controller request mapping. public, tell me, response entity string. Public response entity string, guys. Okay, public response entity string. Tell me, show data, path variable. What, guys? Path variable, NO. Path variable, NO. Int, okay, int CNO. Int CNO. Int NO only we take. That's not a big issue, guys. Okay, at the rate, what is there? Path variable, CNAME. Where is that? String name. At the rate path variable slash report or process. This is called static path, fixed. What is there? Fixed. What I want to pass? Customer API slash process slash 101 Raja. 101 Raja has the values. Those values should be bound with the dynamic path of the request path. Process is the fixed path, guys. Can I say CNO is one key, CNAME is another key. This CNO should match. This CNAME should match. Okay, this is what? Oh, sorry, it's my mistake. This is a get mapping. This is my get mapping. Okay. See, guys, in the browser address bar, customer API slash process slash 101 Raja. That 101 Raja will be bind with these keys now. These keys are bind with what? Method param. Indirectly, they are stored in method parameters or not. Indirectly, they will be stored automatically in method parameters or not. Three levels. Path variable values to dynamic paths of the request path. Keys. These keys are linked with method param. No confusion now, guys. Okay, you'll see one practical, then you will understand. Sysout path variable values. NO dot name. Return new response entity string. Okay. HTTP status dot okay. HTTP status dot okay. HTTP status dot okay. Path variable CNO, CNAME, all this stuff. Okay, guys. Oh, it is not kept in package. Huh? Let me create a package. com.nt.rest. Let me create a package here. Save this. Right click, run on server. Say next. Remove all. Save finish. Plus symbol, blank collection. $515 boot rest pros. How much? 0. 08, yeah, 08. 515 boot rest pros 08. Add request, guys. Request one path variables. I think I already run the application. Here is this. Copy this, guys. Say paste. Get 7799 boot rest pros path variables. What is there? What is the customer API global path, guys? Slash process 101 Raja. No separate syntax. Along with the URL syntax only this one. This 101 Raja will be mapped with the keys. Keys are dynamic changing. Static should be there, dynamic. So this 101 Raja will be linked with what? Keys, name and number and name keys. CNO, CNAME keys. They are linked, mapped with what? Method parameter. Let's see. Kema, not Kema, guys. This is the story of path. No need of separate syntax. Suppose if I want to pass Raja and Ravi, any headache, guys? No worries, na boss. Raja and Ravi, I want to pass. Any worries, no? No need of any special characters. Is there any need of special characters, guys? No. No. Let's see. Supports to minimize number of characters in request URL while sending the data. No need of passing separate query string in the request URL to send the data. We can pass data directly in the URL itself. In the URL syntax only data going na boss. Passing ampersand as the value in request param value is not possible. That means complex. But we can be done easily by using what? Path variables. Request URL with query string is not clean URL because it needs more characters, right? Because both keys and values are required. And query string needs separate syntax to allow follow or not there. Query string needs separate syntax to follow or not there, guys. Request URL with path variable values are part of what? Request URL itself, and no need of following separate syntax for it. Is there any need of following separate syntax for it, guys? Okay. URL is what? Clean URL. What is the syntax for it? Your path val1, val2, val3. Okay, path variable values. These are what? Path variable value. These are path variable values, guys. Tell me what we are doing. Path variable values. Yeah, these should be mapped with what, guys? Request params, right? Key for those values will be given at REST controller in triplex mapping method while defining the request path. Check it out. Okay, report CNO, CNAME, CADD. These three values will be linked with what? These three keys. Keys are dynamic path. Fixed word is called static path. Fixed word is called what? Static path. And these keys will be mapped with what? Endpoint. Endpoint method params by using path variable are not there. Okay, path variable data type param name. That one time. Okay, if key and method param is matching, no need of passing key name there, right? Not matching, path variable key data type param name. If key and what method param is not matching. When matching, one story. When not matching, another story. The request path contains two parts while working with path variable. Number one, static path, which is a fixed path or not there. Number two, dynamic path. What path, guys? Dynamic path. Key names whose values comes from request URL. Key names whose values comes from what? Request URL. Or a dynamic path. Keys are called dynamic path, guys. Now tell me, what is the story? The story goes like this. Story one. A. This is the URL, guys. Static path matching, guys. Leave it. Okay, A101, right? First of all, A101 becomes the key, NO key, right? This NO is passed here, right, boss? P. So overall, what happened? 101 has comment stored into CNO variable or not there? Come on, guys. Okay, let us see. Next one, Raja. Okay, Raja. Raja is now matching with what? Name. This Raja, this name. Matching or not matching? This Raja, this name. Matching or not matching, guys? Okay, Raja name matching. Okay, boss. Now tell me here. Where is this? This name is over there. So that means what? It has become what? Key. Okay, Raja has become name key value. That is bound with what? Method param. So there are three steps, guys. Value given in path variable, linked with the key, but in which order they are given in the same order you have to supply. In request param, first CNAME, then CNO, no problem. But here, path, they are part of the URL. They are not separated one. They are part of the URL, right? They should match or not, guys. Okay, 101. Okay, 101 BNO and CNO. Next, Raja name. Everyone getting my point there or not there? NO name are path variable names. 101 Raja are the path variable values. CNO C name are endpoint method. Endpoint method are method param names. They are called method param names are not there. Okay. NO name are path variable name. 101 Raja are path variable values. What values, guys? Path variable values. Nice, guys. Here CNO name are endpoint method are param names, guys. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Right, boss. So this is the whole mechanism that we have to pass or not there. This is my 101 A. This is linked with the key. That key is linked with method param, right? Okay, A, B, C. Same thing we have noticed in now, boss. Okay. While working with the request parameter, query string, we can change the order. But here you cannot change the order because they are part of the URL, right? You try to change, guys. You try to change. First I will write Raja. Then I will write 101. So now Raja is mapped with NO. NO is mapped with CNO. CNO is integer type. Can I store Raja in integer variable? You will get number format exception. 400 bad request, guys. 400 bad request. You can see type mismatch kind of exception is coming or not there. Like this, there are many points about what? Path variable. We will take up them one by one when we meet in next class. Today, I just introduced path variable. While working with path variable, the request path of the method path is having how many parts, guys? Two parts. One is a static part, one is a dynamic. Dynamic path, nothing but keys. Keys will bring the path variable values, and these keys will be binding with what? Endpoint method. Endpoint method. Okay. So we'll see one more practical, then we'll stop, guys. More practicals we'll see later. Yeah. CNO, here also what? CN. CNAME, here also CNAME. Both are matching na? when matching, do I need to write these things, guys? No. Do I need to write these things, guys? No. CNAME. What is there, guys? CNO. Here is also what? C. That's good. Right click, guys. Run on server boss. Say next, guys. Say finish. Yes. Process Raja 101. Okay, this time 101 Raja. Click on send. Now they came now. Okay, they are coming as usual because no need of mentioning name then. Fine. Okay. Now let me upload the material, guys. Where is this? 7A.